Good morning and ni hao to anybody who's come back. I hope you've enjoyed the last two episodes. Today we're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday. Complete the sentence based on the translation. Okay, so we get a little memory test now. Is your name Wang Fei? Oof. You ni
你叫人
你叫王菲吗？
你叫王菲吗？你叫王菲吗？ Complete the chat using all of the words.
我不是医生
Complete the chat using all the words. Oh, 我不是医生。
医生王菲吗王医生
Oof.
你是医生王菲吗
王菲，你是医生吗？
Are you a doctor? 你是医生吗? But I did it wrong. I needed to start with Wang Fei. 你是医生吗? Okay.
他医生不老师
老师 Wang Fei is not Chinese. Wang Fei
不
是
是中国人
Not a Chinese person.
王菲不是中国人。
王菲不是中国人。Okay.
你是美国人吗？
你是 One more time.
你是美国人吗？
美国人吗? My nationality. They're asking if I'm American.
你是美国人吗？
你是美国人吗？你是美国人吗？
学生他是他是
to be.
是
is to be. 他是
他是中国人。
他是中国人。他是中国人。Oh. I don't know. I know that's Wang Fei and Bu, right? So like what? Bu.
他不王菲人
她不叫王菲。
他不叫王菲。他不叫王菲。他 his not name is the name. 他不叫 cause the name is your name is
他
your
叫
name Wang Fei.
人
Maybe it's. We'll find out. It might be ma.
你叫王菲吗？
你叫王菲吗 Okay. 我不是医生。
你你是医生吗？
Maybe that's saying Wang Fei is a student.
王菲，你是医生吗？
Wang Fei, are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? This is tough. His name is not Wang Fei. Translate the sentence.
王菲她不叫
Oh man.
叫不她不叫人
她不叫王菲。
他不叫王菲. Okay, so I did okay. I have the concept. Tao Bu Jiao, his name is not. And then I put the Ren because I assumed that I needed to further clarify. Then Wang Fei needed to go Ta Bu Jiao Wang Fei. It's not his name, it is not. It is not his name Wang Fei. His name is not Wang Fei. Okay. Ta is your name.
她叫吗？
Ta jiao Wang Fei ma?
你叫王菲吗？
Ni jiao Wang Fei ma? His name is not Wang Fei.
她不叫王菲
她不叫王菲。
Ta bu jiao Wang Fei is your name.
你叫
Wang Fei
吗？
你叫王菲吗？
你叫王菲吗？你叫王菲吗？你叫王菲吗？你叫王菲吗？ Oof, not our best. We've got this. The key here is to not give up.
你好, everyone. I'm Yan.
And I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Welcome to our Teacher Talk. In this Teacher Talk, we're going to show you the biggest scam in Chinese learning, which is the greetings. And we'll explain how people in China actually greet each other.
Okay, let's
A
hear
lot of you might be thinking, isn't it just ni hao?
Ni hao.
And ni hao is probably the first word every Chinese learner picks up.
That's true.
And everyone knows it means hello or hi. So many people just use it like that, like they would in English.
Ni hao.
But native speakers don't actually use ni hao very often. So let's take a look at several different contexts for the greetings.
Yeah.
Ni hao is actually a pretty formal and polite way to greet someone. It usually works when you're greeting strangers or meeting someone for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, saying ni hao to your new colleague when you meet her for the first time is totally normal and expected.
Right. And there's also another common situation. when you're on the street and you want to ask the strangers for direction, you often start with 你好 and then blah, 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 blah. But if you say 你好 to your close friends or your family, they would be like, brother. Or they might think that you are about to have a serious talk. So it indeed feels pretty creepy.
Okay.
Oh no, pretty creepy. Now, I do this a lot with my coworkers. When I'm coming with a problem, I'm like, oh, ni hao, and I come in kind of bowing a little bit, but hope it wasn't creepy though, at least. I knew it was kind of fake formality.
If that's my colleague, maybe it would sound a little less creepy, but I knew they were trouble when they walked in with a ni hao.
Wow. Your American pop culture references are very impressive.
Yeah, there's still many more in the future talk.
Can't wait.
In the future teacher talks.
Oh, can't wait for that.
All right, let's talk about.
Well, then the question is, how do Chinese people really greet each other?
Let's hear it.
Mostly there are two situations for your close friend and for your casual acquaintances. Okay. With your close friends or your family, you don't really greet each other, to be honest. A lot of times, there's not even a proper hello at all. Because in Chinese culture, we say 熟不拘礼, meaning that the closer you're to each other, the less need there is for formalities.
Interesting.
Yeah, instead of starting with a greeting, people often just say the person's name or give you like a, hey, and then jump straight into the topic.
Yeah, it's often a sign that you guys are tight,
Yeah, and then when you run into casual acquaintances, not good friends, but not meeting them for the first time, you could greet them depending on the situation. Okay. Like in the morning, it's pretty common to say 早, meaning morning, or 早上好, like good morning. And if you want to sound even more friendly, you can add their name afterwards, like 早 Yan.
早 Chris. Yeah, and sometimes it's not even greeting. It's some stupid questions or statement. For example, when you bump into your colleague during lunch break in the hallway, and you might say 吃了吗? Going eating now? Or 去哪儿呢? Where are you going? When they're literally holding a lunchbox walking to the microwave to heat it up.
Okay.
Similar to how's it going? People don't really want an answer.
Yeah. Another classic one is when seeing your neighbor coming back home, you would say, 回来啦. It's like, you're back already. When they're literally standing at their door with the keys in their hand trying to unlock it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that is too real. I would say every day on the way home from work, there is a guy who collects trash outside of my building and he goes, oh, 回来喽. I don't think I've said anything else to him basically ever for 10 years.
Yeah, that's how you can make your neighbors feel like a returning hero.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should start doing that to your neighbors in China.
Yeah, and that's a brief introduction to how Chinese people greet each other. But if all those feel a little hard for now, don't worry, because the good news is that more and more Chinese people, especially the younger generation, would just say hi or hello. It sounds very natural these days.
Hello.
Yeah, and what I love about hello in Chinese is it's actually two characters now. H-A, ha, and lo, L-O-U. So people say hello.
Yeah. Hello from the other side.
The other thing we'd like to mention is the classic line, 你好吗? It's basically the Chinese version of how are you? And it's in every textbook, but Chinese people almost never say this in real life. I so infrequently hear it that I had this moment of panic when a friend who was studying Chinese in the US came to China and said, 你好吗? And I just thought, I can't remember how to say it. And I said, oh, 我很好你呢? Right? Like it's, it finally came out, but I haven't said this in like 6 years.
Oh, yeah. Finally using something that you learned from the textbook. 你好, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, and we all know that maybe in Chinese, in English, it's the same. They are a lie. You don't say that in real life. But maybe we could think about it this way. Instead of saying, no, that's not how Chinese people actually talk, blah, blah, blah. Chinese people decided to create a phrase that's easier for the learners.
Okay.
Maybe it's a way to show how welcoming and patient we are with our learners.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice until you realize it's not real language that is used.
Yeah, and when you finally realize it, it's a milestone in your journey, I'd say, because you finally start talking to real people.
Yeah, so whichever way you'd like to start saying hello to people, I think my advice is that you just go out on a limb and start doing it. I can remember a friend of mine coming to China for the first day and saying, people here don't really greet each other. And they do. But, if you're a foreigner, there's a little bit of anxiety. And maybe you just go out of the way and say, even if you say ni hao, if you say cao, just take that first step and you'll get into some great conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. Putting yourself out there and start a conversation in the second language is difficult, but everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, so we're here teaching you real life Chinese, and we want to walk with you each step of the way, making the journey fun and hopefully very practical.
So next time, why not be the one to say 你好 or 早上好 first? Who knows, you might be surprised by what comes next. Maybe a new friendship, maybe a memorable little story, maybe a photo with a Chinese person. We never know.
Yeah, that's what I need. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you in the next Teacher Talk.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. That was good. I liked that. Okay. Next.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Teacher Talk. I'm Chris.
And I'm Maggie. Today we'll help you with one of the most important moments in learning Chinese, introducing yourself.
Right, because if you start learning Chinese, one thing's for sure, you'll draw a lot of attention, especially when you get to China.
Yeah, and when that happens, you need to introduce yourself.
Exactly. So let's dive in.
Okay, so in Chinese, a very common way to say your name is with the verb 叫. So the structure would be the subject plus 叫 plus your name.
So if I want to say, my name is Chris, I just say, 我叫 Chris.
Yeah, you can say 我叫 Chris. And if it's for me, I say 我叫 Maggie. 我叫 Maggie. That's my name is Maggie.
Yeah, that's simple enough. And I'm not sure there's a English equivalent exactly. The verb 叫 means to be called.
Yeah, exactly. And you can use it for people, pets, or even objects. Like I can also introduce my cat. Like my cat is called Meow Meow. My cat 叫 Meow Meow.
Yeah, and that's a good name for a cat, which is something that translates directly from English to Chinese. Meow.
Yeah.
Is pronounced meow.
Yeah.
So
a very common name for cats in China.
Okay, so we have names covered. And other than that, we usually switch to another verb for where I'm from or what I do.
Yeah, then you use 是 to introduce other information. And that verb means to be. So 是 to be. And the structure is the subject plus 是 plus other information. So for example, I can say 我是中国人. 我是中国人. I am Chinese. Or 他是老师. 他是老师. He is a teacher.
Yes, just like we saw in the lesson. And if I want to say I am American, I say 我是美国人.
Yeah, 我是美国人 or Chris 是美国人.
Okay, but I've also heard people say 我是 and then a name, like 我是 Chris. Is that allowed?
Yeah, of course. It's not wrong, but it's used in a slightly different situation. So if you are already known by others, for example, if you're a celebrity and you are stepping on stage, then you can say, Hi everyone, 我是成龙. That would be Jackie Chan in Chinese. So, hi everyone, I am Jackie Chan.
Okay, yeah, because everyone, probably the world over, knows who Jackie Chan is. So you're just confirming it.
Yeah, right. But if it's your very first time meeting new people, like the first day of school or at a party where nobody knows you, then it's better to use 叫. So you can say 我叫 Chris, not 我是 Chris if it's our first meet.
Unless you feel you are very important and everyone should know you, right?
Yeah. Some people feel that way.
Okay, but anyway, today we learned how to introduce ourselves with 叫 for names and then 是 for other information. So probably stick with that, Don't get too tricky right now.
Yeah, that's right. And just to give you a heads up, when Chinese people meet a foreigner for the first time, they often ask a lot of many other questions like, where are you from? What do you do? How old are you? How long have you been in China? And the list can go on and on and on.
Yeah, it might sound like a lot, but you'll get these questions so many times that it'll become second nature.
Okay, so that's all for this episode. We'll see you next time on Teacher Talk.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
早见. You're Wang Fei on your first day at a new job and you don't know anyone yet. How would you introduce yourself to coworkers in Chinese? This sounded like it was too familiar. So Wall Jiao, Fei. All right, Wall Jiao, CJ. And I would like to conclude by saying Xiao Jian, thank you for being here. And we'll be back tomorrow with another episode and a little more learning. Thanks again.